Plug out this plays in Taylor Live for the Cubs at the home against Diamondbacks for game 2 of this 3-game series. Here we go, give me 1 second, TikTok. Deep. 1-0 Diamondbacks. I gotta fix TikTok. It's not showing like a little thing I can scroll down. So just give me a second, guys. I gotta wait a couple of minutes into the game, TikTok, and then we'll jump in. There you go. It's supposed to be like a thing you can scroll down, go here. Off. Action. Open Carroll. Lead off home 1. 1-0 Pirates, 1-0 Diamondbacks. What? This game is not over until the end. And this from Ben Brown to Perdomo. So, TikTok, I'm probably gonna end you guys in about an hour of this stream. Because I gotta get ready to go to my grandma's house for Easter. And then YouTube, I'm gonna put a graphic up with the Cubs radio, and I'll turn my audio off and game's over in it. When we do that, that's our schedule. And TikTok won't be live tomorrow or Monday. It'll be live Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday this week. Because Thursday comes off, Monday comes off, and I'm not going live tomorrow on TikTok for Easter. Because I don't want to get taken down. Because I'm not going to be like on there. I'm not showing myself on the screen. Is that file? I forgot to look at that one. My community cards is playing right now. Baseball. So they're playing on the Game Changer app. Because there's all the live stream to watch it. That's why, if you guys see me looking down, that's why I'm looking. Well, we're foul, full count here to Perdomo. Nobody out. Top first inning, nobody out. 1-0 Diamondbacks. And air by Bush and rolled up on his glove. You guys are on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe button, want to picture the guys, and on TikTok, hit the star button. And then go on TikTok. Well, right here. Hayden Smith is up. He's banging 408 or 500 OBP. Slug at 735, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. Let's get a ground ball here, get a double play here, and then we'll be good. Onto the first base to try to get Perdomo, but nothing gets back in. Paving Smith hits that foul. Doesn't go. Ball. 2-2 count here. Nobody out. Top of the first inning. 1-on. 1-0 Diamondbacks. Ball. Way up high. Oh, walk him. And like great comics don't walk him either. Oh, walk him. Sorry, you can walk him. Come on. Walk them. Come on. And it's funny. It feels like why have they play a 2-game series? That's what it be when they play like a AL like White Sox or whatever. But it's they play with it in Japan. That's why they're only doing a 2-game. And then the Monday Thursday basically like makeups like all these off days comes in. It's because of every team they have 2 games ahead of every team. Of the Japan series. So then every teams will catch up, and then everyone will really have a lot of like off days. And we'll go swing miss on that one. Coming out of the air for Dansby. Went out. You have to do on YouTube at Type 1 Sky, but we appreciate that. And also on TikTok at the Top 1 guys. I really appreciate that, guys, as well. You went around. 2 outs. See ya. Thomas is out now for the D-backs. Well, Check on the second base runner. Nothing there. Oh, no, Eric Thomas attended what high school? Nice. I don't think I've been in that high school, but I want my ass still funny. Guys are new on YouTube with that button subscribe, but we'll push you that. Also, TikTok at the follow button, guys. You guys are new. Time to go here. Also, on TikTok, hit the likes to get the stream pushed out more. And one count. Now it's a full count now. Play 2 count, and now Thomas Brooks and misses. That's the inning. After the top of the first inning, 1-0 D-backs. As a new on YouTube with like button subscribe, and we'll push that. So. I woke up too early and I'm tired. Yeah, and Harris Tucker Suzuki, Bryce Swanson, Horner, PCA, Meyer, and John Birdie. Alright. Go happy. Get a home run here to tie it up. Let's go. Strike the hat there. 1-2 count the hat. Up and wide. 2-2 count. Oh, walk them. I mean, walk the side. I walked them and I put out the one. So, man is up. I mean, tacos up. Sorry. I'm at first. My Dynasty team. I had Suzuki, and then Tucker. I switched it. The top three guys had home runs yesterday. Tucker, Suzuki. Is that foul? You guys are new on YouTube at Dark Skype. I want to appreciate that. And TikTok at the top button, guys, and tap the likes, guys. One tuck. Ball. Why not? Wide outside. Is that one foul? Deep off the net. I think off the Ivy wall or off the net, and it's going to be 1-1. RBI triple for Tucker. Is that his first triple with the Cubs? Someone on TikTok or YouTube can fact check me. That's first triple with the Cubs. Sometimes I'm about to say something, then like Marquis says it, like, oh, never mind. Oh, I hit the top of the ivy in the wall going down. Before I hit the basket, like the basket on top. Hit the under the basket and it went down. Thank God, and the ball's just dribbling, rolling, and they're taking their time. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's his first. I don't know. I think I only seen. I think if I'm correct, 10 maybe triples this season. I know Kai got one. I think Horner got one. In overtime win. Tucker just got one. It's three. A couple other guys got one. PCA, I think, got one. I don't know. Suzuki swings and misses. I think I'll look that up by now and see. Oh, and Williams, you just found me on TikTok. If you want to go to my YouTube, in an hour. So when the game started at 2:20 p.m. Eastern, so 4:20 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna get 3:20 p.m. Eastern, I'm gonna get off. Foul down the left third base side. I'm gonna get off of TikTok and be on YouTube doing scoreboard and doing just Cubs radio the rest of the game. If you look on my YouTube, it's the same as this name, this Chicago plays. You're gonna miss, and Suzuki strikes out, 1 out. Tucker has 2 doubles. Two. They go on 2. He scored down on like the box score. It'll say like 3B Tucker 2. Bushy. Well, attack. I woke up early. I woke up early today. I think Saturday's like the only day. Maybe sometimes for a weekday. Like only day that I wake up early is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. Tuesday, Thursday, my mom gets by like 8:40 in the morning. So I'm up for that on Tuesdays with Gaucho, and then I stream the show or college football, or I used to be Madden too, but then on Thursday I have to be up early because I don't know what time the Switch 2 is going to come out to pre-order. First hits that line in front of the left fielder, the right fielder, sorry, and that is a Tucker comes in 2-1 Cubs. Bush. Michael Bush got to crack open up Bush. Right. They say it's Swanson. No throw. It's a single for Swanson, and then Bush was gonna go back, and then he looked and he went to third. And no one threw over there. They tried to get him when he went to third. So it is now first and third with 1 out, 2-1 Cubs. Oh. The TikTok guys keep tapping the like buttons, guys. Get the stream pushed out more. Bush is gonna stop and then go back to second. He's gonna go, and then he's like, no, I can read it here. See, and then he went. He's like, I screwed up, let's go. And then he went, and no one threw over to him. Now I'm doing a mound visit. Walk, triple, strikeout, single, single, single. 3 singles, a triple, a strikeout, and a walk. It's not this game. And it's 3-3 right now in the South Bend Cubs game. Ian Park at all is play trending 324 OBP, 372, 380, slugging, no home runs, I think 11 RBIs. Here's a chance to get this at the wall. Maybe it'll be 2-1 in to make it 4-1. Both over to Swanson. Listen. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's like, why hell no? Please get in and blink plus shit from time. Oh, PCA, back to the top of the order. Oh, no. You forget it because I have PCA as my readout hitter in every show. Like, oh, of course, you're bringing up 6. They have into longest extra base hit streak is Ramos and PCA 6. PCA is still going. You bang him. On your 6-game hit streak, 440. Oh, that's really good. I'm walking around, guys, because I gotta get used to these shoes. And I don't want to stink. I'm gonna fall asleep. I woke up a little bit early. And when I woke up, I'm like, oh, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I should start fucking that hour or two. Because that whatever hour I slept, when I went to the times when I got time. So I woke up, I felt so good. I don't know. You know, guys been asleep, you're like, oh, I'm sleeping so good. You got like that good sleep, then you have to get up. And he checks him out, but not after Cubs score 2 with a Tucker triple, and then brings him in, and then top second inning, 2-1 Cubs. I want this game to go into like the 4th, 5th inning. I could call this game, not call like 2, 3 innings, and I gotta go, guys. It's been an hour. Here we go. I'm following something. Here we go. Check here to Molino. Catch up for the Diamondbacks here. I have to shoot off now. Oh no. Top of my foot hurts. My feet are locked. I don't know if the windows all been built house or not. So you but anyway, let's back to this game. Gallon and Ben brought 60 pitches combined in the first inning. Oof. Play 2 count here, 2 more now. He walked him. Come on, dude. Here we go. Two and one Cubs. Sorry. 0-1 to McCarthy here. Nobody out. Top second inning. 1 on. 2-1 Cubs. And he's batting a .081. .081. That's bad. Ball. Downstairs. He fouls that one off. Oh, 40th pick for Ben Brown. Oof. Tucker makes the catch. 1 on, 1 out. Right there. 1-2 count here. 1 out. Top of the second inning. 1 on. 2-1 Cubs. Knocked it up. Went to Nico. Touch. Hey, high up. One. And Carl Kells back up still in the lineup. Up. Well, it's the turns over now. It's one. He's 1 for 1 on the solo home run in the first inning. He scored it. Thank. And hits it down the third base side. Yeah, those 2 on there. First and second with nobody, like 2 outs. Come on, go. Now this inning, we don't want to have to. Well, Wick's already picked like 5 pitches, and then he got out those 5 pitches, 3 single bases loaded, so he's still good to go. Don't hit that foul. He's over 1 today, 2 on, 2 out. Let's go. You guys are new on TikTok, hit the follow button on YouTube. If you guys are new, hit the subscribe and like button, guys. We're gonna get this second round. That's the inning. Let's go. If he could go 1 more inning, maybe. Then you take him out for Wixon for the 4th, 5th, and 6th. Or 4th and 5th, and he can pull everyone else. Get the Cubs can start hitting again and keep going. Keep the hitting on. Ow. My hits that foul off the catcher's mask. Easy pitch from Maya. Going, popped it up. Foul. One and one. I mean, first and second, sorry. I don't know why I said 1-1. Huh? 1-1. Both people got a single. I don't know why I said 1-1. Go, Cubbies, let's go. Keep it moving. He's going to be getting maybe 3 innings. When these pitchers are pitching. Haps up. Three hit game or three hit games over span. Lamb was over. With 1 out. That's all left the winner. Two and 1 counting to Tucker. off of the glove of Zach Gallen. Shoving it right to first base and gets out Tucker. Shots. Money went over. And my scores 3-1 Cubbies. What a throw. So that we're gonna cancel now, guys. I'm making some kind of graphic quickly. Nope, they were not been a double play because Bush was running really hard. I think it was. Yeah, if he would have caught that, if Gallen catches that cleanly, that's a double play. He was the announcers are saying, Jim the Shades, if he leaves that alone, that could be double play. But Bush is already halfway there by the time the second baseman. See ya. See ya later, Suzuki. Go on. Homer. 5-1, Cubbies. That's supposed to be off. Sorry, guys, on YouTube. That first base was supposed to be off. If Amanda did not score on that Tucker play, it'll be 5-1 now. Not 5-1. Not 3-1. The last inning. So it would have been. It didn't matter. If you do this every single inning, little by little score, you're good. If they end April with a good record, the Cubs will be great. They don't even have the closer. AJ Puck is on the IL. Deep for Bush. Gone 6-1. Home 1 Bushy. And we're hitting right now. We're hitting on all cylinders right now. Here's what I was gonna say. It ain't over. If you keep doing this every little inning, getting one every 8, little by little, it's over. I'm getting off you guys at 3:30, exactly 3:30. I'm gonna 3:25 Eastern time. I'm gonna get off. Well, I'm gonna be out at 3:25. I'm gonna get the audio set up, everything. TikTok, I'll hop you guys up at 3:20. At 3:30. Well, I'll do my thing. Okay, see you guys. TikTok, whatever. Good, bye. YouTube, if you guys are on here and you guys are new, I do Cubs radio, so I'll pop that in. I'll fix the scoreboard. I'll still be calling the game in the background. Get all that set up, and then when I have everything set up, I will put the Cubs audio in and I'll say, okay, guys, see ya. And I'll hit the thing live, shut my microphone off, and then leave. And then when it's over, I'll end it. TikTok, I'll end you because I don't want to get like notification saying that like, oh, it's a spammer. Cause I did football with no webcam, and they're like, oh, you need to be like present, like you need to have like a webcam on there, or they're not gonna let you like stream. Like you can talk on TikTok, but like I did that once on MLB The Show, and I got banned for like a week on live streaming. Like for what? I'm just talking. Maybe I swore or something. They don't like that. I'm like, that's weird. So you know what I'm gonna say? Not gonna take a chance at all on it. I ain't taking no chances. And then TikTok, I'll be live on Tuesday, maybe. I'll be a show. If not, I'll be back for the Dodger game. Cubs at the Dodgers at the Cubs. For a 2-game series, and that's it. So I'm not live, but I'll be a show because I gotta. Well, it's gonna be live to do something on MLB The Show, but I gotta see what's gonna be coming out for it. I already got all the Cubs players I won't need it. And that's the inning. Now after the Cubs score a lot. Yep, Swaggy, go Cubs. So Swaggy, if you're still in here on YouTube, I'll be getting off here at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Gotta go to my grandma's house for Easter. I'm gonna keep the stream going. We're gonna do Cubs radio and a scoreboard. So I'm gonna have Yahoo Sports scoreboard over this scoreboard. Over me will be the box score. So when they you hear like, oh, you see the players that like the picture of the batter. I think the box scores who's on there, and they like, oh, here's like the lineup for the Cubs. Yep, tomorrow's Easter. Yep. Yep, but I go to my grandma's house for the day before Easter, and then we don't do anything on Easter. So we do it the day before Easter on my dad's side of the family. Like we don't do only day we do something on the day is the 4th of July is on a Saturday. Sometimes, or if it's on a Sunday, sometimes we would go if or we'll get some Monday off, we'll do it. But sometimes we just do it on the day. If it's on a weekday before July, we don't do it. We just do it on a Saturday. And then only day we do on the day is Thanksgiving. We don't do anything else on the day. We don't do Christmas and Christmas Eve. We do Christmas, not Christmas Eve. Don't know. I think it's lemon chicken parm, half and half. It's at a Family Friends deli. We're ordering from mustard chone. I think we're having. That's it. So when my grandma's cooking a little bit, she makes these rice patties. They're in a shape of an oval rice patties. These rice things, and she makes these for tots. And it's like a staple. Every year we have these rice cakes. I think we're having them then. If not, I think for tot, she always makes every year. That's a staple. So yeah, doing that. So I'll still be live for the Cubs game, but it'll just be Cubs radio when I leave. Yep. And that's it. We'll not be live tomorrow, so it'll just be Cubs radio. Monday comes off. We'll be live Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, back on Friday. Not home Saturday because I gotta go to my community college for baseball, take pictures for them. Well, not this, not even home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. But they're day games. The only thing I'm not going to be calling the Cubs game will be tomorrow and Saturday. And then I work for a baseball team that starts up May 8th, but they're playing away, and then they play away Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're playing home Friday, Saturday, Sunday that week. I don't want the Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. So then I work the baseball May 13th, 15th, maybe the 16th, the day game. If not, I'll be calling the Cubs game then. Against the White Sox that week. Because White Sox played 16, something, 18 at the Cubs. 2:20 p.m. Eastern games. So I'll be working the 13th and 13th and 15th, maybe the 16th for day games. They're all day games, 13th, 15th, 16th. The 14th they play away, but it's a local team. They're playing, it's in the league, they're just a team that's not far from them. And then the following week, I think it's like 20th, 21st, 22nd. 2 days and a night, or a night, day, night, I don't even know. And that's it. And then I think it's day, I don't even know what it is. It's something like that. And then the 27th, 28th, 29th is a night, day, night. So we'll see what my schedule is, because the league that I'm working for, it's like 4 people working for them, same team. They're doing all robotic camera operators. But we're the only group that did not want robotic, like manual, like they're doing all camera operators, and they're doing it all themselves. So not having any operators doing it, we opted out. So we're having all manual. So I'll be like myself will be doing the camera and other people. And if they don't like what we're doing, or on the job, and I'm like, yeah, if this happens for this week, and I want to work for a different league, they're gonna do that same for that week too. Cool, we're gonna do it for this and this, and they're gonna be like, oh crap. And then all the leagues that are by me that I can work for will be probably cool robots, manual cameras. People just in like the control room are just gonna do the camera, see how it's going. It's kind of like that's not good. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe because Wolfen ain't that good. And I gotta put the graphic up, guys. I gotta fix this scoreboard. This scoreboard's not even sized right, so I'm gonna call the game here, but I gotta fix this scoreboard. And I gotta go back to them as well, so that's why I'm like. Yeah, there we go. Does that look good? Let me see. Good. Let me do that. I'm gonna rescale this. And what works like Daniel Prince yesterday for the Cubs bullpen. And I don't even count Wicks as he pitched. Next catch by Tucker, because Wicks pitched 5 pitches. 3 of the 5 pitches were singles. So basically got loaded. So Wicks is still good to go. You need him to go. You really need Ben Brown to get out of this inning. He got 61 pitches. At least 70 pitches. It's 2 outs. Just 1 out, get Dope right here and end the inning. Okay. Everything's good there. I'm just gonna I'll call this inning. Depends if the inning goes longer than it needs to go. Depends on how long this inning takes. If this goes like, oh, he hits the ball here, ground ball, that's the inning, then I'm just gonna end it. Not gonna end TikTok, I'll end you guys. YouTube, I'm gonna talk to you guys, get the radio in, and then when the radio's in, I'll end it. I won't end myself, but then I'll just put it up. You guys can watch the rest of the radio. That's scoreboard. Wait. Let's wait. No. Nothing. The stream just ends. That's it. I know you're joking, but I'm just saying, you ain't gonna die, this shit, man. It's just gonna end. And then I still do other stuff on the channel. I used to do minor league baseball, like radio, but then you get like copyright stuff, and you can then go in and we can edit all the take like all the sound. And like, I'm not gonna go on. Yep. When I say, okay, guys, I'm gonna head out. See you guys. Peace. Then I'm gonna put the graphic that I had up, mute my mic, put those two graphics up, and just fix my audio in the back. I gotta hit the bathroom too, and then we go. I'm trying to finish making this graphic for this one guy that plays for the team that I'm working for this year. Again. It's a foul. But this inning takes a little bit longer than it needs to be. I'm just gonna end it. Like, just go in and do what I need to do and get out. I want to be like, oh, we gotta go. And then I'm like rushing to get everything I need to grab. And then I'm like, oh crap, I've got something. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, when like, oh, I want to finish this, but then it's like, oh, I gotta go. And then it's like, crap. You know what I mean? You know, when you're like, oh, I want to finish this game, but you have to go and you're like rushing and you forget something. Like, oh, I have to leave at this time to go somewhere. Oh, I got time. Then like, you're playing a game or you watch something like, crap, I gotta go now. And then you rush to get everything and then you're like, shit, I forgot something. And then you're like one day I forgot my wallet and my wallet's up here in my room. I usually it's downstairs, so I just grab it and go. And I forgot when I was at my baseball stand, at my community college baseball team's game. Like, crap. Oh, at least I didn't get pulled over, so I was good. Thank God. Yep, gonna have some mustard chili. I think no. Yeah, mustard chili got them. Talking about lemon chicken pun. I think meatballs. I'm not sure. I don't know. But an Italian family friend's deli. Like basically, and then side dishes. I don't have like sides and stuff. Yep, the comment. Actually, let me get this set up. Yes, it is. And yeah, but you know what? I could say something. Not every game you're getting like quick inning, quick inning, quick inning, quick inning. Usually this happens like the seventh inning possibly. Like it's like the hitting. It's never like and then Swaggy, if he's still in here, I do other games like channel. I used to do minor league audio, but I do South Bank Cubs, Scoreboard, Iowa Cubs, Knoxville Smokies, Mona Beach Falcons, that's the Cubs farm system. Like just scoreboards. Sometimes I do audio if it's like a day game. Cubs radio, if I'm not doing playing Black Cubs radio, Bulls radio, I don't call those games. I'm a fan. Don't do Bears radio because at NFL is stupid. They'll just take you down. I do scoreboard for the Bears and Ravens, and then I call Thursday night, Bears don't play. Monday night, Bears don't play. Sunday night, football, Bears don't play. Saucy, I'm gonna be gone here in like 2 minutes, but I'll check that, and then I'm gonna get my yes. Combined, everyone's gonna score. Yeah. See? Neighbors over 2. Over 2. Not even up. They're at the Moreno's up now. They was it. They was it. They was it. Because it was Carroll, Perdomo, Smith, Naylor, Suarez, Thompson, Moreno. Got him swinging. See ya. You gone. Oh, I don't pay attention. When I talk to you guys, I just look up. Okay, it's this. It's this. See? To me, it's not that I don't even do a scoreboard half the time. Well, that'll be it for me, guys. I'm going to just get the Cubs audio going in. TikTok, another stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, TikTok. 67D15 on TikTok. If you go to the game day and then click on whatever game you want. So if you're on a game that's live, click game day. And then on the little thing, like the little 2D guy, you see like all the pictures are going to be. There should be something that says 3D. TikTok, I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll see you guys actually on Tuesday, TikTok. See you guys Tuesday, TikTok. Peace. And YouTube, we're still going to be live. When I get this, the radio station for the Cubs on, I'm hopping off. Because I got to see if it's working on the way that I have the thing. And I need to have like the source on there to capture the audio. Okay, YouTube, I'll see you guys Tuesday, because I'm not live tomorrow, and Monday comes off. Be live Tuesday night. Well, Tuesday, if I'm decide to play MLB the show, I'm going to be live at like 7, or like 8, no, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. 9:30 p.m. Eastern. If not, I'll be live after I get home from my community college if they play. Brian Lane. Be live at 7:40 p.m. for Cubs at home against Dodgers for the last time playing Dodgers for 2 games. We will see you guys. See you TikTok, YouTube. See you guys on Tuesday.
He's snapping a pic. He's texting Ram.
Jim is fast, but this is unheard of.
That's it. He's done it. It's unbelievable.
On Ramp, expenses are faster than ever. Just submit them with a text. Switch your business to ramp.com.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth. Feeling smooth. Who said that? It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw. So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it. Beep-bop, beat-up, wow, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Buying a new car might make you say things like,
I can't believe it.
Seriously, it's ours?
Is this real life? Yeah, it's real life, all right.
but what you really need to say is something that can protect your new ride.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yep, we're here to help you choose the coverage you need. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Geico gives you more coverage, combining all your car coverage needs, from flats to fender benders to dead batteries to towing. It's a total car coverage combination, kind of like a combination of Ranchera, 8-bit video game music, and a high school choir on helium. Hey, I'd stream that song. Whatever you need, from coverage to service, get more with Geico.
Nico Horner's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Nico Horner will lead it off. Zach Gallen still in the game for the time being. But he's had a rough couple of innings, giving up 6 runs on the same number of hits. If you're just joining us, Corbin Carroll led off the game with a home run for Arizona. Since then, it's been all Cubs. They got 2 in the first, a run-scoring triple by Tucker, an RBI single by Bush. As we go to the bottom of the third, Nico Horner will take a strike. Cubs got 4 in the second inning. Hal Tucker with a run-scoring ground out back to the mound. And then the Cubs played a long ball. Back-to-back home runs, a 2-run blast by Seiya Suzuki, and a solo by Michael Bush. Cubs lead 6-1. The 1-1 to Horner, bounce to third, glove by Suarez, gloving it off to the left side of his body skillfully. and makes the throw to first. You made that play a few thousand times, Ron.
Yeah, it's a nice play by Suarez. He's very accomplished third baseman. And infield coaches, when you're a young kid, they say, get in front of the ball. Always get in front. Well, as a corner infielder, you want to be able to move your feet and get your eyes close to the level you're going to catch the baseball. And a lot of times you can make an easier catch on somewhat of a routine play.
Crow Armstrong hits a high pop fly to shallow center. Thomas makes the catch, Ron.
So you kind of slide off to the side of it and get down like he did there, and then he caught the ball, and his glove is about shoulder height, and you're looking that ball right into the glove. If you get right in front of that ball, sometimes it blocks up your hands from being able to move. Suarez, if you're looking to play third base, he is a very good guy to watch. Great movements, good arm.
2 down. Here's Miguel Amaya. Miguel takes a hook for a strike. Amaya started that rally in the second with a base on balls. Each of the first 2 innings began with walks. Gallen delivers to Amaya, who pops it up way up left side of the infield. It looks like Suarez is going to make the call, and the shortstop Perdomo makes the catch. A little cat and mouse game they've got going there. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the 4th inning. It's the Cubs 6 and Arizona 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hall of Famer Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer bring you all the action on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Life is full of delicious moments, like when a big table of friends feels like a big table of family, or when the meal you made and shared brings in all the likes on your feed. That's why Carando offers premium meatballs, delicious, savored meatballs made with real Italian flavors, to help you savor the big and small moments that make life so good. Carando. Life is delicious. Savor it. For recipes and more, visit carando.com.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Okoboji has something for everyone. Spend your days on the water, explore charming shops, and enjoy lakeside dining. Start planning today with Vacation Okoboji and Travel Iowa.
At the UPS Store, we shred away your worries and your sensitive documents. Shredding services and bins are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Most locations are independently owned. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Hidden crumbs, forgotten dust. The Robo-Rock Sorrow C70 doesn't just clean, it conquers. At just over 3 inches thin, it infiltrates spaces other vacuums can't. Under cabinets and beneath beds, devouring all debris in sight. Plus, its foldable mechanical arm takes initiative to tidy up before cleaning. No spot left unchecked. No corner left untouched. This is floor coverage like no other device can achieve. Welcome to the floor cleaning revolution.
Time to check the out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. In Philadelphia, the Phillies leading the Marlins 9-4. Max Kepler with a 2-run double. Meantime, Anthony Santander with an RBI single. Blue Jays on top of the Mariners 1-0. They are in the last of the 2nd inning in Toronto. Pat?
Jake McCarthy, Zach, first up for Arizona in this 4th inning. Jim Wolf, home plate umpire, holding up the action and now says let's go ahead and start. Ben Brown looking for his 3rd win of the year against 1 loss. The native of New York will fire high for ball 1. Ben came over from the Phillies organization a few summers ago in the deal that saw David Robertson, a right-handed veteran reliever, go the other way in that deal. Here comes the 1-1. And a fastball is in there for a strike. That's the idea. Fill that zone with strikes. McCarthy fly to right his first time. This guy's hitting .079. And the 1-2 on the way. Fly ball left center. Playable for either Crow Armstrong or Happ. They converge. And Ian Happ will make the catch. A slight collision. Both men are okay. Neither man hit the deck. They are now conferring and discussing. That is the first out in the inning. First out is sponsored by Wintrust. Tim Tawa, the batter. Tawa fouled out his first time. Cubs baseball brought to you by Xfinity. The first out brought to you by Xfinity. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once. Tawa waiting, and he'll take a strike. I don't believe I've ever seen that last name before. Tawa. T-A-W-A.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
Here comes the 0-2, and it's low and outside for a ball. 1-2 to Tawa.
Now, I played with a guy in Chicago here in Little League, and through, your youth league baseball, his name was John Kawa, K-A-W-A. He was on my team. Very good player. Played for Kennedy High School in our neighborhood. He was like an all-city player. They played here at Wrigley Field. The Kennedy High School team for the city championship, if I remember correctly, because my cousin was on that team.
Didn't you play a game at Wrigley as a kid?
I did not.
No games?
No. We had a series.
Here's a rep on the ground. A short scooped up by Swanson over to first. That's out number 2. Cubs lead 6-1 in the 4th inning, Rob.
So they had a series, Pat, back years ago, and they might still, where the Illinois high school all-state team would play the Michigan high school all-state team, and it would go back and forth whether one state or the other would host. In 1984, I was an all-state player here in Illinois, and we played in Michigan, and we ended up playing at Tiger Stadium, which was a great thrill.
Very cool.
Very cool. We went there and worked out at Michigan, worked out at Western Michigan, and then went to Detroit and played a game in Tiger Stadium. It was awesome.
Swing and a miss by Corbin Carroll. Did you take batting practice there?
No, we just played the game. I had 2 triples to right center, and a guy that was on our team. We ended up tying the game like 7-7, and one of our guys, this Mark Kramer, hit a home run in the upper deck.
Here's a base hit up the middle for Carroll. Sharp ground ball between Horner and the second base bag. Base hit number 3 for Arizona. It's a 2-out single. Cubs on top 6-1 here in the 4th inning, and the batter is Geraldo Perdomo.
I always the one thing about that, when you play your very first game ever in a big league ballpark, it's just, oh yeah, and you are so bright-eyed. I remember walking around just trying to take in everything at Tiger Stadium.
And you had to think home run when you stepped in.
Every single swing of the bat. I wanted to hit one as far as I could hit it.
Of course. It might be your only chance.
That's right. You never know. Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. I'll bet years later then, when you got to the big leagues and you played at Tiger Stadium, it brought back some great memories.
Great memories. Absolutely. I remember walking around the ballpark, being in the visiting clubhouse, because that's where we got dressed. Yeah.
A 1-1 is taken down low for a ball. 2-1.
This is a funny thing, but at the ballpark, you kind of understand. There's a few beers sold here at the ballpark throughout the day, right?
That's what I'm told.
Yeah, 30, 39,000. They might sell 1 or 2 thousand. I remember walking in the visiting clubhouse, and there was cases of beer stacked 10 feet high. And I thought, well, that can't be for us. We're only 17. And you just look around and go, wow, this is different.
Did any of your teammates think, yeah, they probably wouldn't mind if we grabbed a couple of these?
I'm sure there were a few guys on the team, but it was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and we were still in awe that we were actually there.
Swinging a smash foul. Generally waiting until 10 a.m. is advisable.
Especially at 17, yeah.
Full count on Perdomo. A man at first, 2 away. Brown trying to get through this 4th inning. Carroll not being held at first. There he goes. The pitch popped up foul. Might be playable. Over near the stands. Birdie. Does he have a play? Nope. It's back out of play. Fourth inning today being sponsored by Wintrust, and every day thanks to Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card, member FDIC EHL lender. The tall, long-legged right-hander ready, and now the batter Perdomo is not. Perdomo with gold shoes and gold batting gloves, gold wristbands on either arm. Corbin goes on 3-2. The pitch low and inside, ball 4. So now Pavin Smith coming up. And Brown will bear down. Cubs leading by 5. But now you're getting into the middle of the order.
Yeah, Brownie, he really wanted to go after Perdomo there. Threw a fastball, just pulled it down and in.
Caleb Thielbar is throwing in the bullpen.
This goes right back to yesterday's game with this stretch right here with Smith and Naylor, both left-handers. That's the spot where Thielbar would come into play.
And Brown right now, Ron, is up to 97 pitches, so he does not have many more to go before he reaches his limit today.
I would think if Naylor comes to the plate in this inning, you will see Thielbar.
Ball strike 2, 0-2. Yeah, this in all likelihood will be the final inning for Brown, closing in on 100 pitches. 98 right now. The fans want the inning to end. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Smith. It bounces in there, blocked skillfully by Amaya.
Brownie really bared down on that knuckle curveball. It's almost like he was listening to you, knowing that the innings, his day is coming to an end. He threw that knuckle curve as hard as he could throw it and bounced it in front of home plate. I think he knows he probably will not see Naylor. This will be his last hitter.
And the 1-2 to Pavin Smith. And here it comes. Smith swings and misses, strike 3. Nicely done by Ben Brown. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left, middle of the 4th inning. Cubs lead 6-1 over Arizona on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Take the Cubs with you in the Chicagoland area on the free Odyssey app. We are the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
And we're back, folks. It looks like Jim from sales just got in from his client lunch, and he's gotten receipts.
His next meeting is in 2 minutes. The team is asking, can he get through his expenses in that time?
He's going for it. Is that his phone? He's snapping a pic. He's texting Ram.
Jim is fast, but this is unheard of.
That's it. He's done it. It's unbelievable.
On Ramp, expenses are faster than ever. Just submit them with a text. Switch your business to Ramp.com.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
My car.
but what you really need to say is something that can actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And just like that, State Farm is there to help you file your claim right on the State Farm mobile app. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois. At just over 3 inches tall, the Robo-Rock Saro C70 glides under couches and beds with ease. But here's the magic. Its foldable mechanical arm moves toys, shoes, and cords out of the way, allowing seamless navigation without interference. With 22,000 PA suction, no debris is safe. Plus, smart sensors help it dodge obstacles so you won't find it stuck behind the sofa. Thin enough to explore, clever enough to tidy up. Finally, a robot vacuum that handles any mess.
League leaders are sponsored by American Sail. Bring the fun home. Aaron Judge leads the majors in batting average, hitting .384. The home run leader is the A's Tyler Soderstrom with 9. And Kyle Tucker now tied for the RBI lead with Wilmer Flores of the Giants, both with 23. Tucker also leads the majors in runs scored with 22. Pat?
Good stuff, Zach. Thank you. Bottom of the 4th inning, John Birdie will lead it off. Zach Gallen still on the mound for Arizona. Gallen at 72 pitches after 3 innings. The big inning for the Cubs was the second back-to-back home runs by Seiya Suzuki and Michael Busch. Kyle Tucker has driven in a couple with a triple and an infield ground out. With a win today, the Cubs will clinch the series for the season against Arizona, giving them 4 wins against 2 losses with 1 to play tomorrow. And this is a good team. Cubs ended up splitting with San Diego, another good team, very good team. Now the 2-2 low and inside to Birdie. And after Tuesday, or let's see, after Wednesday night, the Cubs will be done with the Dodgers, a very good team. Cubs are 4 games above 500. Here's a fly ball to right. Easy play for Carroll with that red glove, making the catch, and that's out number 1. I think when the season started, Ron, we all looked at the schedule and we saw the majority of the games against really solid teams. Dodgers, Padres, these guys. The Phillies will be, I was going to say the Phillies will be here. And you knew it would be a challenge, but if you can finish this stretch a little bit over 500 or 3 or 4, 5 games above, the Cubs might be in very good shape. You never know about these things, but you were just hoping to kind of tread water and not finish way under 500 after that stiff competition.
Well, you have to, you don't take anything for granted, whatever the schedule looks like, but you have to look at it realistically and understand what you're looking at. And I don't think there's anything wrong with saying, this 2-week stretch might be the toughest 2-week stretch of the season. That's just the way it is.
Happ hits a pop fly into shallow left. Coming in, the left-handed left fielder McCarthy will make the catch, and that's out number 2. Cubs lead 6-1. 4th inning. The batter is Kyle Tucker.
Take Cubs baseball with you wherever you may go in the Chicagoland area with the Odyssey app. Download the app and search 670 The Score. But yeah, you look at the schedule and you go, well, look at the way these teams played last year. They've added. All these teams have made additions to their club, not subtractions. And you're playing them all in April. So it's going to be tough.
Now, having said that, the Cubs have not played a single division series yet. Milwaukee, St. Louis, Pirates, Reds. They will visit Pittsburgh and Milwaukee on the next road trip. Here's a high pop fly left side, might be playable for Suarez over near the stands. Nope. Yes, it is. He did. He made the catch with only a couple of feet to spare, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment after 4. Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 1. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cub fans, Nico Horner here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features. At the UPS Store, we shred away your worries and your sensitive documents. Shredding services and bins are provided by Iron Mountain on an as-is basis. Most locations are independently owned. Visit the upsstore.com/shredding for full details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
And we're back, folks. It looks like Jim from sales just got in from his client lunch, and he's got receipts.
His next meeting is in 2 minutes. The team is asking, can he get through his expenses in that time?
He's going for it. Is that his phone? He's snapping a pic. He's texting Rem.
Jim is fast, but this is unheard of.
That's it. He's done it. It's unbelievable.
On Ramp, expenses are faster than ever. Just submit them with a text. Switch your business to ramp.com.
When you buy a new house, you might say,
"Shut the front door."
Winning.
No, seriously. Shut the front door. We own this house now.
But you actually need to say,
"Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there."
That's right. The local State Farm agent is there to help you choose the coverage you need.
Welcome to my crib. No one says that anymore, but I don't care.
So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Saban with you. We're coming to you live all season long for the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. It's a 6-1 lead for the Cubs as they begin inning number 5 against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Cubs have a new man on the mound. 38-year-old left-hander Caleb Thielbar takes over for the starter, 25-year-old Ben Brown. Lefty-lefty matchup as Josh Naylor digs in to start off the top of the 5th for the Diamondbacks. The first pitch in their first strike. A fastball clocked at 91 miles per hour on the outer half. 0-1 now on Naylor, who's 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Thielbar works his motion. A breaking ball that floats into the zone for a strike. So Naylor in the hole, 0-2. Pitching changes by the Cubs are sponsored by James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs. The pitch. Foul back off the screen. Count remains 0-2.
A little high gas from Thielbar there to Naylor. Naylor in his last at bat we thought might come out of the game. He got the home plate, dug in with his back foot, and then put the right one in the box, and he got a cramp in his calf, in his right calf, and had to stop the game for a few minutes, but he is okay.
The next pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brown went 4 innings for the Cubs, gave up 1 run on 3 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, threw 100 pitches, 63 for strikes. The only man to get a hit off of him, Corbin Carroll. And a high fly ball hit to shallow right center field. Coming in, Tucker. He's under it and makes the catch as Naylor is retired. 1 away. The first out is sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports in the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once. Yes, so you heard right. Corbin Carroll has 3 hits today, including a leadoff home run. They only got to do damage for the Diamondbacks. Eugenio Suarez digs in, 0 for 2. Thielbar deals, and a pop-up, shallow center. Horner drifting over, makes the catch on the shortstop side of second base. 2 away.
That's a great sound if you're a pitcher. It's a terrible one if you're a hitter. As Thielbar just shatters the bat of Suarez at home plate. That bat did not, I repeat, did not die a hero.
Now Alec Thomas digs in. That pitch high and tight, backing him off the plate. 1-0. On the Mount Carmel grad. Thomas 0 for 1, reach base after getting hit by a pitch. The next pitch is high and outside, 2-0. Thielbar misses with a fastball. Thomas, a left-handed batter, entered play today, hitting at .311. The average now down to .304. And the pitch. This one's popped up on the infield, second base side of second base on the dirt. Horner has it, makes the catch for out number 3. And a successful top of the 5th for Caleb Thielbar. Diamondbacks go down in order. We head to the last of the 5th with the Cubs up 6-1 over Arizona. On the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Join us for some Cubs talk every morning. Mully and Haw, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Score.
Hidden crumbs, forgotten dust. The Robo-Rock-Saro C70 doesn't just clean, it conquers. At just over 3 inches thin, it infiltrates spaces other vacuums can't. Under cabinets and beneath beds, devouring all debris in sight. Plus, its foldable mechanical arm takes initiative to tidy up before cleaning. No spot left unchecked. No corner left untouched. This is floor coverage like no other device can achieve. Welcome to the floor cleaning revolution.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Cane's is now open at Jefferson and Taylor.
Squadron Commander.
Outbound for check.
Plus soccer coach.
Bring it in, King.
Submarine Hunter.
Contact acquired.
And Big Sky Hunter.
See the Big Dipper?
Navy health benefits.
Open wide for me.
Plus some everyday perks.
Hey, buddy. I'm home early.
Never missing out. Never missing out.
Happy birthday to
America's Navy Reserve. It's everything you love about the Navy, plus everything else you just love. Learn more at NavyReserve.com.
Next Saturday, April 26th, Cubs take on the Phillies here at Wrigley at 3:05 in the afternoon. The first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Clark the Cubs scoreboard bobblehead presented by Jewel Osco. Be here for it. Visit Cubs.com/tickets. Seiya Suzuki looks at a slider for a strike from Zach Gallen to begin the bottom half of the fifth inning. It's the Cubs with a 6-1 lead over the Diamondbacks. Suzuki a big reason why. He crushed a 2-run home run earlier in the game. The next pitch, a check swing on a slider outside on appeal. No swing, says Chris Siegel, the first base umpire. So the count is 1-1. Temperature around 50 degrees. The pitch, low and outside, 2-1. Gallen misses with a slow-moving curveball. Wind blowing from right to left at the moment here at Wrigley Field. Gray skies overhead. Gallen, high leg kick and pitch. Seiya hits a high fly ball, the shallow left field, racing in McCarthy, drifting back Perdomo, and it's the left fielder McCarthy who makes the catch for out number one. Let's pause 10 seconds for stations to identify themselves on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Your headquarters for Cubs Talk is the Mullen Haw Show, mornings 5:30 to 10 on the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network, WSCR Chicago, WBMX HD2 Chicago, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Alongside Ron Coomer, Zach Zaidman with you. Bottom five, Cubs with a 6-1 lead over Arizona. Cleanup man Michael Busch at the plate. Here's the pitch. Chopped on the right side, fielded by Naylor. Underhand toss to Gallen, covering the bag in time to get a hustling Busch. 2 away.
A little slow off speed pitch to Busch. He has him well out in front. Little roll over. Gallen still in the game here, and you know he's done a decent job of at least maintaining and giving some innings to Arizona after all the guys they had to use yesterday in that wild ending of the ball game. He's at 86 pitches in the game here with 2 outs in the fifth.
Dansby Swanson swings and lines one in the left center field. This will bounce in and roll all the way to the wall. Swanson on his way to second base, gets there with a 2-out stand-up double.
Well, second hit of the ball game for Dansby, and he smokes this ball to left center. High fastball, gets on top of it. Thomas was going to try to cut it off and make a catch. The ball just kept carrying. And I think the wind had something to do with that ball also, pushing it away from Thomas towards the gap. The wind has changed, as you said, Z, here in this inning, where it's now blowing towards the left field corner.
Now Nico Hoerner stands in. Gallen deals, and Nico dribbles one foul off to the right, 0-1.
And all opponents' pitching changes are sponsored by Sloan Fisher Water Efficiency, partner of the Chicago Cubs. Leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit Sloan.com.
Hoerner calls time, steps out of the box, adjusts his white batting gloves. Swanson at second base. And the wind continues to whip a little bit harder now, much different than the start of the ball game, where there was just a zephyr of a breeze. It's moving from right to left at the moment. Here's the 0-1. Hoerner taps it foul at the plate in the hole, 0-2. Hoerner's 0 for 2 this afternoon, caught looking in the first and grounded out to third in the third. Right-handed batter stands deep in the box, hits out of a crouch. Gallen sets, chest high, looks at second. That's where Swanson is. And the pitch. Popped up, right side. On the edge of the outfield grass, it's the second baseman, Tawa. He's got it. Makes the catch for out number 3, and Swanson is stranded at second base. After 5, it's the Cubs with a 6-1 lead over Arizona on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday afternoons with Spiegel and Holmes, 2 to 6 on the score.
FanDuel is giving all new customers a shot at $250 in bonus bets. Join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. From three-pointers to steals to assists, FanDuel has so many ways to bet your favorite player props. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Just visit FanDuel.com/stream to get in on all the NBA play-in tournament action. That's FanDuel.com/stream for your shot at $250 in bonus bets. Must be 21 plus and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof, while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather-appointed seats are available features.
Plan on flying? Starting May 7th, 2025. To board domestic flights, your driver's license or state-issued ID must be a real ID. Learn how to get your real ID at tsa.gov/realid or visit your local DMV.
20% off sunglasses from Shadon Precision Eyewear. Hurry over to SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and use promo code SPRING. See better and play better with Shadon. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Promo code SPRING.
Cubs on top 6-1, a lead they have maintained ever since the second inning. Caleb Thielbar now to work his second inning of relief. Working on the bottom third of the Arizona order, Gabriel Moreno leads off and takes high for ball one. Cubs out hitting the Diamondbacks 7-3. Out homering them 2-1. Cubs hit back-to-backers. Seiya Suzuki in the second inning with a 2-run blast. Michael Busch followed with a homer of his own. Corbin Carroll led off the game with a home run, and that remains the only tally for Arizona. Fly ball to right should be routine for Tucker. Backpedaling near the track, makes a one-handed grab, out number one.
And what's on tap here in the sixth inning, sponsored by Flight by Yingling, the next generation light beer. And what's been on tap in this game and at Flight is the baseball, as you just mentioned, Pat, with some home runs by the Cubs. And a very good ball game. The Cubs kind of started out this game right where they left off yesterday, with a 2-spot in the first and a 4-spot in the second.
Jake McCarthy batting, pulls one foul, right side in the air, out of play. Cubs continue to score a lot of runs. It's a nice balanced lineup. We've talked about the bottom of the order. You got Tucker leading the league in RBIs. You got Michael Busch having a solid first third or quarter of the season. A lot of good signs. Here comes the 0-1 fly ball. Should be routine, shallow center. A backpedaling Swanson gives way to the oncoming Crow Armstrong, and that's going to be out number two. Always a little easier for the guy coming in. 2 down.
Yep, excellent job by Armstrong as Swanson going out, and he was just about to get the arms going and wave, and then he heard the train coming in from center field, Pete Crow Armstrong, and he got out of the way and makes the play. Dansby giving Pete a hard time as he's yelling at him.
Tim Tawa, the batter, he'll take a strike. Thielbar has set down all 5 he has faced, Ron.
Yeah, he's been in the tap in the strike zone, which is exactly what Craig Counsell wanted.
Just outside here, 1-1. 52 degrees at game time. Certainly acceptable weather for April in Chicago. Dry, that's the main thing. Little pop fly foul off the hands. This is going to be out of play. And it's 1-2. Cubs trying to put back-to-back wins together to start this homestand. Day game tomorrow at 1:20. The Dodgers are here Tuesday and Wednesday nights Each game begins at 6:40 p.m. Here's a curveball down low, 2-2. And then the Phillies are in next weekend. Phillies are thumping Miami today. 11-4 Phils. Miami batting in the 9th inning. These Phillies can put up runs in bunches. There's a smash foul down the left field line and back out of play.
When they start getting some of their key guys hot, and Schwarber's off to a good start, hitting some home runs, hitting leadoff, and you know Harper's always going to be good. When Castellanos then can back those guys, they're a lineup to be reckoned with.
JT Real Muto, he's been good for years. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout for Thielbar. 2 solid innings of shutout ball. He set down all 6 he faced. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The score: Cubs 6, Arizona 1. On The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Cubs fans, Jameson Tyone here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Cancer doesn't follow a script, and neither do we. At Loyola Medicine, our experts personalize every treatment, including advanced options like intraoperative radiation therapy. With compassion and precision, we fight for better outcomes every day. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Sometimes it feels like the world is moving at hyperspeed and you can't keep up because it's one thing then another. And don't forget the meeting and the yoga class and the dinner reservation. But then you get into the all-new Nissan Murano and you feel the breeze from the panoramic moonroof, while the massaging seats melt away the tension of the day. And you realize that sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. Shop the all-new Murano at nissanusa.com. Panoramic moonroof massaging leather appointed seats are available features.
Pete Crow Armstrong's on deck for the Cubs. Who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit TimberTech.com. Pat?
Pete Crow Armstrong swings away and fouls away the first offering by Zach Gallen. Gallen still in the game at 91 pitches. Crow Armstrong nothing for 2, has struck out and fly to center. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a drive foul down the right field line. Cubs got 2 in the first. An RBI triple by Tucker and a run-scoring single by Bush, and they've led ever since. The big inning was the second. Crow Armstrong takes down low. Tucker drove in a run with a bouncer. Suzuki a 2-run homer, and Bush with a solo home run.
Now, we were talking about this earlier in the ball game. It's actually surprising that Gallen is still in this game as that fastball just misses. 6th inning and he's still in the game because he got off to a really rough start and a really high pitch total through 2 innings.
2-2 to Crow Armstrong. Fly ball to left, pretty well hit. Back goes McCarthy near the wall, makes the catch up against the vines. Crow Armstrong gave it a ride to the opposite field. Hauled in by McCarthy on the track, 1 down. I was looking at that same thing, Ron, and part of the reason why he's still there, the last 3 innings or so, he's worked very quickly and required only about 8 or 9 pitches per inning. And that's allowed him to still be in the game in the 6th inning.
It's like all of a sudden he found his command.
Amaya, the batter, takes a strike.
He was he was all over the place the first few innings. And then, as you are talking about, when guys are that way, or they're making mistakes right in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, he's got everything working now the last few innings, but he was all over the place. In fact, each of the 2 scoring innings began with a base on balls.
Yep.
Amaya has walked and popped out. Cubs lead 6-1, inning number 6. Curveball is down low, and it's 1-2. Breeze still blowing to left. The ball hit in the air is going to get some carry. And now the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball got him, out number 2. And John Birdie ready to come up.
Might be the best slider that Gallen has thrown today. That one starts out outer third and then ends up darting down and away from Amaya. Tough pitch to handle.
Birdie 1 for 2, singled and scored a run back in the second, and then fly to right. Here's the next pitch down low. Looking at some baseball history now, Ron, you played third base. I want you to respond to this. 2002, the Mariners had a third baseman and a very good ball player by the name of Jeff Cirillo.
Yep.
He tied the big league record on this date, April 19, 2002, for consecutive errorless games at the hot corner by playing in his 99th game without an error.
Yep.
Chopped to third, a charging Suarez gloves. Off balance throw. Good play. Suarez has always made that play very, very well. 3 up, 3 down. We'll get your comment in a moment. We go to inning number 7. Cubs 6, Arizona 1 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
A brain tumor, a stroke, a condition threatening who you are. At Loyola Medicine, our nationally ranked neurology team maps every move to protect speech, mobility, and identity. Because saving lives also means preserving what makes you, you. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Buying a new car might make you say things like,
I can't believe it.
Seriously, it's ours?
Is this real life? Yeah, it's real life, all right.
but what you really need to say is something that can protect your new ride.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yep, we're here to help you choose the coverage you need. So just remember, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
State Farm, Bloomington, Illinois.
Getting set for the top half of the seventh inning here at Wrigley Field. It's the Cubs with a 6-1 lead over the Diamondbacks. We're coming to you live all season long from the Invesco QQQ broadcast booth. Proud ETF partner of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
All right, Zach, thank you. Pitching change. Brad Keller now on the mound for the Cubs. He will face Corbin Carroll. Carroll has been the one bright spot. Believe it or not, he has all three of his team's hits, a homer and 2 singles. Everyone else is 0 for Saturday. Fastball in there for a strike. Carroll led off the game with a homer. Had a couple of singles in the second and fourth innings. He leads off here in the seventh. And Keller's next pitch. And that's going to be down low for a ball, 1-2. But Ron, Jeff Cirillo, how about that? 2002. This would have dated back to the previous season because they would not have played 99 games by this point in the year, obviously. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Carroll is out number 1. But you played the hot corner in the big leagues for many, many years. 99 games without an error over there? That's commendable.
That's a big number, absolutely. Jeff Cirillo was very, very consistent defensive player. He moved over to third base, and I played against Jeff for a long time. And
good hitter, too.
Very good. I believe he led the league in hitting one year with Milwaukee, if I remember correctly. But very good player, very sound, just really good, sound player.
Geraldo Perdomo will take a strike. Cubs lead 6-1. Day game tomorrow, 1:20. Dodgers are here Tuesday night. Fastball a little bit high. One thing I'd like to correct, the times are different on Tuesday and Wednesday. The Tuesday game is at 6:40 against the Dodgers. The Wednesday game is right at 6. Deep fly ball to right center. This ball is going to be playable for Tucker. The right fielder makes the catch. Tucker still kind of learning all the little nooks and crannies out in right and negotiating that ivy-covered brick wall. It takes some time, but something tells me that he'll be a quick learner.
Yeah, I think he's doing pretty good so far. Yeah, and you know, he's a Gold Glover out there in the outfield, and the key is getting to the wall early, getting there as quick as you can, and not having to run towards the wall to make the catch.
2 down. Here's Pavin Smith. Cubs on top, 6-1. The pitch by Keller. Bouncer back to the mound. Glove by Keller. Runs halfway to first. Underhand feed to Bush. Score the play 1-3. The Diamondbacks go 1-2-3. And at the end of 6.5, Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network. The late great Harry Carey on the video board.
Carey leads us with "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Let me hear you. Good and loud. On 1, on 2, on 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hey! Boy, you never sang better in your life.
Cubs fans, Pete Crow Armstrong here. Pat and Ron call every game on the Chicago Cubs radio network.
Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails and turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The all-new Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Cancer doesn't follow a script, and neither do we. At Loyola Medicine, our experts personalize every treatment, including advanced options like intraoperative radiation therapy. With compassion and precision, we fight for better outcomes every day. At Loyola Medicine, tough is what we do and who we are. Visit loyolamedicine.org/tough.
John Murillo is the new pitcher for Arizona. He is a right-hander in relief of Zach Gallen. Cubs with a 6-1 lead, batting now in the bottom of the 7th inning. Ian Happ first up against Murillo. Ian with a walk to start a rally in the 1st inning when the Cubs scored twice. Cubs got 4 in the 2nd. There has not been any scoring since. Happ, after drawing a walk, has flied out twice. And now the pitcher Murillo throwing something off the mound. Not sure exactly what he tossed into foul territory. Getting back to that mark by Jeff Cirillo, 99 straight games as a big league third baseman without an error. In reading further about it, here's another impressive thing. That mark had been established initially by John Wayner. More than 8 years to establish, playing as a journeyman infielder with the Dodgers, Pirates, and Marlins.
Yeah.
And John's been a broadcaster for many years. Very nice man.
Yeah, great guy. Been a longtime friend.
And I was thinking, you're not going to get as many chances as a backup or as a guy who comes in late in games to play defense. But at the same time, you've been sitting for 2 hours and you're a little stiff. And to not make any errors in those situations is very impressive as well.
Absolutely. Well, that's part of the reason John stayed in the league so long. You know, and the manager that he had that, you know, really had an impact on his career was Jimmy Leland. And you appreciate that as a manager, being able to put a guy in there, and he's going to catch the ball all the time as an infield.
The 2-2 is low and outside. As you say that, working right next to us is Bob Brenly, former Cubs announcer, and Bob was the manager of this Arizona team when Craig Counsell was an active player. Craig spent many years under Brenly as Happ pops it up foul and out of play. Counsell played over 650 games in a Diamondback uniform. He was with them 2000 to 2003. And then again in 05 and 06, he was a part of their world championship team of 01. But Bob Brenly said Craig Counsell was always one of the smartest, hardest working players he ever had playing for him.
Yeah, there you go. That's why he stayed in the league a long time.
Those late inning defensive guys are very valuable guys. Now the 3-2. Happ takes outside ball 4. Ian gets on for the second time in the game.
Outs are precious. Late in the game, in a close ball game, when there's a ball hit and there's an out that should be made, it needs to be made. And boy, when they're not, they really stand out.
And it's not just the physical part, Ron. It's having your head in the game and making the right play, not just physically but mentally. And sometimes that's just as important late in games, throwing to the right base, hitting the cutoff man, whatever it might be, but keeping double plays in order, making sure you get one out on every play instead of trying to rush yourself on a double play. Tucker the batter with a count of 1-0. Murillo ready, and the pitch on the way, and it's taken for a strike. Tucker with an RBI triple in the first. Drove in a run with a second inning ground out and then popped out. But another good day for him. 2 more RBIs, lifting his total up to 23 in game number 23. The 1-1, a swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
Opponents' pitching changes. They're sponsored by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Chicago Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit sloan.com.
There comes the 1-2, low and outside for a ball. I wonder who came up with that phrase of smart water.
I don't know.
Would it be somebody at Sloan?
Sure could have. Smart idea.
Absolutely. I've wondered about the intelligence of a lot of the water that I've drank. Here comes the 2-2. Outside, it's ball 3, 3-2.
I would drink a lot more water if it made me smarter.
Short lead at first by Ian Happ. Here's the payoff from Murillo. Swing and a miss. One of the few times that Tucker has swung and missed at a fastball in recent games. He is out number 1. We are in the 7th inning. Cubs lead 6-1, and the batter Seiya Suzuki.
Big fastball, threw it right past Tucker. Meat of the order presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com.
Suzuki with a big 2-run home run. That's the one that made the score 5-1 back in the second inning. His 6th of the year. Cubs baseball brought to you by Iservay. Here's the 1-0, a swing and a foul off to the right out of play.
Designated hitters today. Suzuki being DH for the Cubs, sponsored by BBQ Authority. Visit BBQ Authority in Lyle.
Suzuki takes high for a ball. The hardest working player of the game. There have been a lot of them. Here's the stretch and the 2-1 on the way. Fly ball to left. This is going to be caught by McCarthy back near the track, and that's out number 2. Just didn't have that real solid sound when he made contact. 2 down, and the batter now is Michael Busch. Walks to Cubs batters. A reminder, it is sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Remember, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Busch with a single, a home run, 2 RBIs. Dark blue batting gloves on either hand. Swings and fouls it back.
Stolen bases, always by the Cubs. They're sponsored by Atturo Tire. Find a dealer at Atturo.com.
One thing I've always wondered about, Ron, I want to get your opinion as a former player. Might be one of those very difficult things to answer, but a dramatic and emotional win for the Cubs yesterday in that seesaw, crazy 8th inning. Great win for the Cubs. Horrendous loss for Arizona. How much of an effect does one game have on the next one? Or how much did it have on you as an individual player? That might be an easier thing for you to answer.
I would say a game like yesterday. Now, the average game that ends up, 4-1, let's say.
Let's get back to this when we come back in the 8th inning. Busch strikes out. Cubs are done. At the end of 7, Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 1 on the Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Every strikeout and home run is heard right here on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, weekend warriors, how's a little trail therapy sound right now? Hop in. Let's go for a ride in the all-new Nissan Armada Pro 4X. Tune out all those work emails and turn up that twin-turbo V6 engine. Instead of letting the kids play online, show them some epic inclines. Turn your 8-person family dinner into an exhilarating off-road adventure. The all-new Nissan Armada is here. Intelligent four-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
At just over 3 inches tall, the Robo-Rock Sorrow C70 glides under couches and beds with ease. But here's the magic. Its foldable mechanical arm moves toys, shoes, and cords out of the way, allowing seamless navigation without interference. With 22,000 PA suction, no debris is safe. Plus, smart sensors help it dodge obstacles so you won't find it stuck behind the sofa. Thin enough to explore, clever enough to tidy up. Finally, a robot vacuum that handles any mess. Hidden crumbs, forgotten dust. The Robo-Rock Sorrow C70 doesn't just clean, it conquers. At just over 3 inches thin, it infiltrates spaces other vacuums can't. Under cabinets and beneath beds, devouring all debris in sight. Plus, its foldable mechanical arm takes initiative to tidy up before cleaning. No spot left unchecked. No corner left untouched. This is floor coverage like no other device can achieve. Welcome to the floor cleaning revolution.
Cubs.
Eighth inning.
Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, the eighth inning sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's cars dedicated. Donate your car today. Daniel Palencia joining Cubs just the other day, and he's back in the ball game. He's had a couple good outings for the Cubs so far.
Cubs pitching changes brought to you by James Hardy Building Products. Siding with the Cubs. Big, strong right-hander brings it. There's a strike. That's the idea. Josh Naylor batting. But getting back to the effect or the carryover value from one baseball game to the next, Ron. Any thoughts?
I thought games like yesterday's ball game as a player
check swing foul, 0-2.
Had significant carryover for me. I did. I thought it was an energizing game. I also thought when those games ended, you were a lot more mentally tired than you were on a normal game because of the emotion of the game. But I thought then the next day, getting up like today now, getting up this morning and coming to the ballpark, if you're a player, you're like, give me that cup of coffee. Let's go. Let's get back to the yard. We're on a roll. So there's an energy about that. And I think you saw that in the first 2 innings. Cubs scored 6 runs in the first 2 innings.
And so far, that's been enough today. Strike 3 call. Naylor is out on strikes. Palencia gets the strikeout. 7th inning stretch was brought to you by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life. Volvo. Still haven't named the hardest working player of the game. Ben Brown did not go the requisite 5 innings to get the win, but he did some good work.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and say Ben Brown is our hardest working player of the game for the Cubs today. Brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you line out to Ian Happ in left field. That's what the batter Suarez just did.
That'll make you feel like a Bosch.
Brought to you by Bosch Power Tools, the hardest working player of the game. The more you Bosch, Ron, the more you feel like a Bosch. Boy, I've heard you say that many times.
First out in the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity because it's only live once.
2 quick outs in this 8th inning. Valencia working on Alec Thomas. Thomas has struck out, been hit by a pitch, and popped out. Cubs leading 6-1, trying to make it 2 in a row in this series. They will clinch the season series regardless of what transpires tomorrow. This will give them a 4-2 lead over Arizona with 1 to play. That's tomorrow at 1:20. First out the inning, sponsored by Xfinity. There's a strike. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. It's only live once. That's why you do that. Thomas waiting for the 2-1 from Palencia. And there's a fastball in there for a called strike. That was a blazer. 100 miles an hour. That'll get your attention.
Yeah, good fastball inside, little movement, running back in over the inside corner.
Now the 2-2 to Thomas. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Daniel Palencia with some real heat. Couple of blazing fastballs, strikes out Thomas. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 1. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Talking Cubs Monday through Friday afternoons with the Spiegel and Holmes Show, 2 to 6 on The Score.
So what's a trip to Indiana really like? It's feeling the roar of 33 engines at the Indy 500 and hiking sandy dunes where the sky feels endless. It's a quest to the world's only superhero museum and going on a safari from the comfort of your car. It's digging into a pork tenderloin sandwich that's 5 times bigger than its bun and paddling through the mist on Patoka Lake. It's anything but ordinary in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/spring.
Ready to take your fitness to the next level? For 40 years, Fitness Formula Clubs has prioritized upgrades to help you achieve your goals faster. Bounce back stronger with the help of our recovery lounges. Track results along your fitness journey directly from your smartphone with our in-body composition analyzers. Stay motivated with our exclusive group fitness classes. And keep every workout feeling fresh with our newest fitness equipment and technology. Don't settle for ordinary. Step into extraordinary at FFC, Chicago's best health clubs. Visit ffc.com/Odyssey to claim your special offer today.
At just over 3 inches tall, the Roborock Sorrow C70 glides under couches and beds with ease. But here's the magic. Its foldable mechanical arm moves toys, shoes, and cords out of the way, allowing seamless navigation without interference. With 22,000 PA suction, no debris is safe. Plus, smart sensors help it dodge obstacles so you won't find it stuck behind the sofa. Thin enough to explore, clever enough to tidy up. Finally, a robot vacuum that handles any mess.
The Out-of-Town Scoreboard is sponsored by Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Finals on the board. The Marlins score 6 times in the 9th, but Philadelphia holds on as the Phillies beat the Marlins 11-10. Trey Turner finished with 4 hits and 2 RBIs. Casey Mize 7 terrific innings as the Tigers beat the Royals 3-1. Mize now 3-1 on the year.
Dansby Swanson drills one foul down the left field line.
Games in progress. Top of the 5th inning. The Mariners lead the Blue Jays 2-1. Reds and Orioles tied at 2 in the top of the 2nd. Bottom 2, no score in Pittsburgh between the Guardians and Pirates. In the top of the 3rd, Cardinals and Mets are scoreless.
J.P. Feyereisen, a right-hander, the new man on the mound for Arizona. Pitching changes by the opposition brought to you by Sloan, official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit Sloan.com. Feyereisen twirls a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2.
Manager challenges. They always get to take a second look. Second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
All of the scoring in the first 2 innings today. Cubs would be very happy if that statement holds true all the way through the top of the 9th. Cubs out hitting Arizona 7-3, lead 6-1. Swanson pokes it foul, back out of play.
Catch of the game sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Discover a weekend getaway in Des Moines where only the S's are silent. Find all the fun at CatchDesMoines.com.
The 2-2 swing and a foul at the plate. The tough play of the game, Ron. It's sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. I know there was a play that we were talking about. I'm trying to think who made it. Maybe Bush.
First base, yeah.
He made a nice play early in the game. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Dansby. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Cubs 6, Arizona 1, 8th inning, 1 down. But that tough play of the game brought to you by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough. How did we do in the attendance game? The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. It looks like I was a little bit closer today. The actual figure, 36,002. 36002. Here's the 0-1 to Nico, and that's going to be outside. And we'll play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game again tomorrow. A 1:20 ball game. The 1-1 popped up. This ball is foul. Coming back, the catcher Moreno. No play for Gabriel.
Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic jerseys, caps, hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Visit MLBshop.com, the official source of your Cubs gear.
And the 1-2 from Feyereisen is fouled away. We invite you to stay tuned for Zach Zaidman's post-game show and also for the toast of the game. Ron and I will be doing that in the 9th inning, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Certainly some candidates today.
Yeah. Been a good ball game for the Cubs. 6 runs on 7 hits. But the pitching, even though Ben Brown pitch count was very high, as you were saying, but 4 innings, he gave up the leadoff homer, and then that was it. And that's all that Arizona has scored today. So pitching has done its job here through 8 innings.
Little fly ball to right. It's going to be caught by Carroll. Horner is out, number 2. And the bullpen for the Cubs today, Caleb Thielbar and Daniel Palencia. Nothing but goose eggs, including hits and runs.
Daniel Palencia, his fastball is just been electric since he's been called back. He's always got good velocity, but the fastball, there's a little more movement on it. It looks like his arm angle has dropped down just a touch, and he's getting more run on that fastball. And Caleb today, he was outstanding. Great slider, great location with his pitches.
Crow Armstrong, nothing for 3. He would like to get a knock before the end of this ball game. 8th inning, 2 down. Feyereisen delivers a swing and a miss. The count 1-2. Pete, 2 hits yesterday. Getting 261. The 1-2 from J.P. Feyereisen. Line to left. There's a base hit. Over toward the line to pick it up is McCarthy. Armstrong going for 2. He's got a standing double. The ball was bobbled by McCarthy, and Pete Crow Armstrong motors into second. We'll see how they rule it. Either a double or a single and an error.
Got to be a double because Pete Crow Armstrong, first of all, he gets his changeup and goes with it, which I just love. When you're not swinging perfect in a ball game, boy, for a guy with his speed, he goes with the ball. That's good. And he was going around first. He was going for 2 no matter what. So I think that's going to be a double for Pete Crow Armstrong.
A man at second, 2 down for Miguel Amaya. Pop fly foul, out of play.
That play in left by McCarthy bobbling that ball was because of one reason and one reason only. The guy that hit it, his speed. Pete Crow Armstrong, everybody in the league knows he's running hard, and you've got to feel the ball in the outfield clean and get rid of it in a hurry.
Swing and a miss. That applies even in amateur ball. When a guy has great speed, you don't want to, but you rush yourself trying to make the play, and you know it's the wrong thing to do because it leads to errors, but that's just the way it is.
That's the way it is. That's right. Happens here in the big leagues every day.
J.P. Feyereisen ready in the 0-2. Low and outside. See, now this would be a good name for a guy who threw 100 miles an hour. Feyereisen.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect him to be a finesse pitcher. No, he's a fireballer. Here's a swing and a foul off to the right, out of play. You wouldn't want your closer to be named Kevin Slowey.
No.
Or Grant Balfour.
Yeah, that real bad one.
Or David Risky. There is a swing and a foul back, out of play. Those just wouldn't fill you with confidence if you were the manager or the pitching coach. Risky? I don't want a guy named Risky out there.
Yeah.
I want somebody dependable.
Yeah. Trade him to the other team.
Now the 1-2 pitch on the way to Amaya. High fly ball, left center field, playable. Converging McCarthy and Thomas. The Chicago kid Thomas makes the catch to end the inning. Cubs don't score. We go to the 9th inning. Cubs 6, Diamondbacks 1. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey Cubs fans, it's Michael Bush. Listen to every game here on the Chicago Cubs Radio Network.
Hidden crumbs, forgotten dust. The Robo-Rock Sorrow C70 doesn't just clean, it conquers. At just over 3 inches thin, it infiltrates spaces other vacuums can't. Under cabinets and beneath beds, devouring all debris in sight. Plus, its foldable mechanical arm takes initiative to tidy up before cleaning. No spot left unchecked. No corner left untouched. This is floor coverage like no other device can achieve. Welcome to the floor cleaning revolution.
FanDuel is giving all new customers a shot at $250 in bonus bets. Join FanDuel today. You'll get started with $250 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. From three-pointers to steals to assists, FanDuel has so many ways to bet your favorite player props. Plus, after the game tips off, you can even combine live prop bets into a same-game parlay for a chance to win big. Just visit FanDuel.com/stream to get in on all the NBA play-in tournament action. That's FanDuel.com/stream for your shot at $250 in bonus bets.
Must be 21 plus and present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At just over 3 inches tall, the Robo-Rock Sorrow C70 glides under couches and beds with ease. But here's the magic. Its foldable mechanical arm moves toys, shoes, and cords out of the way, allowing seamless navigation without interference. With 22,000 PA suction, no debris is safe. Plus, smart sensors help it dodge obstacles so you won't find it stuck behind the sofa. Thin enough to explore, clever enough to tidy up. Finally, a robot vacuum that handles any mess.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Pat?
Zach Daniel Palencia is still on the mound in this 9th inning. This is his 3rd inning of relief. Let's see if he can keep mowing down the hitters. First pitch to Gabriel Moreno is up and in. No activity in the Cub bullpen. Valencia works way over on the first base side of the rubber, works out of the stretch on every pitch. And he brings it. The ball bounced toward the middle, gloving at Horner behind second, running throw to first, gets him. 1 down.
Excellent play by Nico, going behind the second base bag and understanding who's running. The catcher hit that ball, so he had his ability to take his time, take an extra step, get his feet underneath him and make a good throw.
1 away, 9th inning. Jake McCarthy ready to step in. And the pitch on the way to Jake. Fly ball foul off to the left and out of play. 9th inning brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. Sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I can see you boshing over in the other chair, Ron.
Just the boshing.
Oh, and 1 on McCarthy. The next offering. Fastball a little bit high, 1-1.
Can you let me know when I'm doing it, though?
You're not exactly sure when you're boshing?
Not quite, no.
Now, that's total concentration from my standpoint.
Yeah.
Very commendable quality you have. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off to the left, out of play. That tells me you enjoy boshing. If you're so into it that you're not even aware of it.
I got this friend that would, his comment would be, I'll say yes.
The 1-2 pitch bounced toward the middle, right behind second is Swanson, gloving, throwing, getting him, 2 down.
Excellent job by Palencia. He's come in, thrown strikes, great stuff. And boy, did the Cubs need a bullpen guy to come in and do the job today. After that crazy game and using all those pitchers, boy, Daniel's come in and done the job the last 3 innings. He's 1 out away from finishing this ball game.
Toast to the game. Tim Tawa, the batter, drives one to deep left. This is going to leave the yard. Long home run. Tawa almost hit one onto Wayland Avenue. And that is his 2nd home run of the year. That's a big league home run right there to the deep part of the bleachers. It's now a 6-2 ball game. Cubs are still in very good shape. And now Palencia to face Corbin Carroll.
It's one of those things for Palencia. You're throwing strikes. You want to get, maximize the strikes. And if a guy hits a solo home run, so be it.
Carroll takes outside, but we're going to give the toast of the game to Daniel Palencia. Presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Cubs. Daniel Palencia gets that nod today. Carroll takes down low. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Bruce Levine, our good friend, is down near the Cubs' third base dugout. Swing and a miss, and they count 2-1. He will grab one of the Cubs for a quick conversation before we throw it to any commercial breaks. That's for the network producers on the line, engineers. The set for the 2-1 to Carroll. Just off the inside, 3-1. Bruce Levine showing great discipline in not jumping on the field.
Well, I thought I saw his right leg go up over the fence, but it did not.
It's known as a pump fake.
Yeah.
Down low for ball 4. No, is that called a strike? It was called a strike. It fooled everyone.
Yeah, good pitch right at the bottom of the zone, outside corner.
It's a strike, and the count 3-2. Diamondbacks down to their last strike, and the pitch on the way. High for ball 4, and the ball game will continue. Palencia, a little hop of frustration.
That was a high breaking ball. That pitch could have been called a strike. That hit the top edge of the strike zone, inside corner. Jim Wolf, like, come on, guys, let's just finish the game. Let's play the game now, One guy throwing his bat thinking it's a walk before he even called the pitch. Next guy jumped up, looked like he was going to dunk a basketball.
Tommy Hotovy out to settle down Daniel Palencia. Daniel's a young guy, and I think it's only natural once you've been close to being at the big leagues. He's spent some time with the major league team in the last couple of years.
Yep.
But he wants to get to a permanent spot.
Yeah.
In the big leagues, and that's where he is right now.
Yeah, it's his final step. The final step is to be consistent, throwing strikes with great stuff that he has in the big leagues day after day after day.
He certainly has the arm and the stuff.
Yep.
The only question would be, can you throw enough strikes with that great stuff? And that's always been the question with the harder throwers in our game. Runner goes. Perdomo takes a strike. 0-1. Cubs lead 6-2. Diamondback runs the first hitter, Corbin Carroll. And with 2 outs in the 9th, Tim Tawa hit one. Strike 2, and now the crowd getting into it. Everyone's standing here at Wrigley. Cubs trying to climb 5 games above 500. I believe that would be a high water mark for the season so far. Here's the 0-2. A little bit high for a ball. Two down, 9th inning. Cubs lead by 4 runs. The 1-2 from Palencia. On the way. Bouncing ball to second. This is going to do it. Corner will throw him out. Ball game over. Cubs win. 6-2 the final. Palencia with an excellent job. He will get the save. As the Cubs congratulate one another. Bruce Levine down in the Cubs third base dugout, getting into position. Bruce likes to do some calisthenics before he does the interview, just to kind of loosen himself up. He is stretching this way and that.
Yeah, I saw him jumping up and down too, like Palencia did. Yep, very good. The
white flag being waved. by Clark the Bear out in shallow center.
What a good ball game for the Cubs. After, the crazy wild game yesterday, Cubs come out and score 6 in the first 2 innings and have another nice win. And it's 2 good ball games for the Cubs.
And we are getting real close to sending it downstairs. Let's do that right now to Bruce Levine.
All right, Pat and Ron here with Kyle Tucker. And Kyle, everybody set the tone. You guys have had so many great at-bats, but the first one that you had today against one of the best pitchers in the league, I think you've talked a little bit about, looking for the right pitch and how hard you worked on it. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I don't think, depending on whoever pitches out there, you should really sway away from who you are as a hitter and what you're trying to do. I think you should go up there with a plan and, do your best at trying to execute it and not, get too far away from it. So I think overall, just, 1 through 9 every single day with our lineup has done a really good job at that. And, taking our pitches and taking our walks and, taking what they give us and trying to do the most with it.
After being in Houston, playing indoors a lot, coming here and after that wild game yesterday and today, how much adjustment is it for you just as a ball player? I know you played for a long time, but it's different, isn't it?
I guess a little bit. I mean, we still play, pretty much half the